Hey, what's up, guys? So we are back with the um, red and white Death and Taxes. I want to give it another shot. Um, I've changed up the deck a little bit, so I was not too impressed with having all four uh, Maguses or Magi or however you say that in plural in the main deck. So I've taken one out, put that in the sideboard. I've added another Smuggler's Copter. I think it's quite good with Base Splicer. Just a way of getting rid of like dead cards, like duplicates of Thalia or um, like extra vials or if you get flooded a little bit. So it's just a way of generating have a little bit of card draw or like card filtering at least. And then in the sideboard, I got rid of the Fork Bolt and I'm gonna try out Electrickery instead. So in the black-white lists, you have Sailor's Persecution, and that's just one of the best sideboard cards in the deck. And I think Electrickery can play a similar role in this deck. Um, Now you have the issue that you can't deal 2 damage to a creature, so you can't kill um, like a like a 2 toughness creature, but you can get rid of like a lot of other pesky stuff. It should be very good against Affinity, should be good against Infect if that's not a very popular deck right now, but should be good against Elves. And generally just like decks playing, Birds of Paradise and Noble Hierarchs and stuff like that. So I want to try this out. I got rid of the 2 core Firewalkers, and I added in a Blessed Alliance instead. Um, this can, this can kill Death Shadows. It can kill. It's good against Bogles and stuff. So it's just good having some sort of um, a little bit more flexible card in our flex slots. Also, like Trickery is actually good against Bogles. So you can't target that creature, but you can overload it and you can deal 1 damage to each of their creatures. So if they, if you have this open, if you have this like ready early on, you can actually beat them. Yeah, the deck is like similar to before. I didn't change anything in the mana. I literally only put in another Smuggler's Copter, took out a Magus, took out a the big Thalia, and I think I added another Selfless Spirit. And I think that's it. So I want to try this. Just go here. Friendly Modern League. Yeah, I didn't start a queue just yet. Red and white, Death and Taxes, play points. All right, so let's see if we can find an opponent pretty quickly here. I haven't played since my last recording, so today is Saturday, and I was meant to go in to do some work, but the shuttle that takes me to work in the morning never showed up. I waited for an hour, so I thought, you know what, fuck it. I'm just gonna go home. I'm gonna do my laundry. I'm gonna play a league, and then I'm gonna go and enjoy my day. So for you who are not familiar with the city of New Haven, um, it's not the biggest place on the planet, but there's some pretty good shops here. Like you can get most stuff. And it's like a very young crowd with like all the students and stuff. So it's actually a very nice place to be. I was a little bit hesitant at first. I was a little bit, I've been living in a very big city for a very long time. So moving to this like tiny, New England city, I was a little bit concerned about that. But people are nice and weather's shit. And actually, that's not fair. It's just cold. The weather's beautiful. Like we've had so many beautiful sunny days, and I really can't complain about that too much. It's just colder than I'm used to. That's it. I'm a big softie. I don't like cold weather that much. All right, so we are on the draw. Let's see what the gods are willing to give us. I've been bad at wishing my opponents good luck recently, so I want to be better at that. So good luck, have fun to Shahi. So what do we got here? We got 2 lands, which is perfect. We got the early interaction. We got Thalia. Yeah, I think this is pretty. We want to draw some more lands, but I think that this hand is pretty good against what a lot of decks want to do. So Flutter Strength from my opponent, that could mean a lot of different things, but might be blue-white control. This Thalia should be good for that. No need to like have Lightning Bolt open here because I don't think that, you know, they're not gonna like flash anything in response. So Island, Opt. Okay, still this, I'm not entirely sure what this means, but this could mean Storm. And then this Magus is not going to be that exciting. But this Thalia is going to be very good. Oh, okay, so it looks like it should be some sort of control deck. Spreading Seas is annoying. But, yeah, that was really annoying. Let's get this Thalia out. You know, tax all their cheap spells. So if they wanna play Geist of Sintraft. Okay, well Thalia is a very good blocker for Geist. We drew a Ghost Quarter here, which is actually pretty good. So now the question is, so we don't have any. We can make. I think we just want to. Let's play out this Arbiter. Now the question is, what do we go for, right? So if we draw another green source, or sorry, another red source, then we can lock down that Glacial Fortress. So I think. So do we want to go after that blue stuff or that white stuff? So they need double. Yeah, let's go for their planes. And then I want to attack with the Thalia here. I don't mind if they path our Arbiter and we take 6. I don't mind that at all. But I would rather have them path our Arbiter than our Thalia at this point, I think. Maybe not. I'm not sure. But I'm very happy to do the trade. If they attack with the Geist, I'm very happy to trade with the Arbiter. Yeah, they don't want to do that. Here's an expiring advantage. So now we want to just attack with the Arbiter, I think. No, let's attack with the Arbiter. Then play this Magus of the Moon. Let's see if they have like a. They could have like a counterspell here, like a Logic Knot or something. They could have a Remand. I wonder what happens with this Sacred Foundry, which has been Spreading Seized. Okay, they have the Remand. That's fine. We just passed the turn. This Thalia matches up really well against this Geist. So if they play Geist main, do they play... This is probably just like, you know, Spell Quellers and... So they do path. We can't search. At least we get a path out of their hand. They'll probably go attacking here. Okay, here's a Plains. Plains is good. So what are the odds of them having another? Like another remand here. I think we need to play out this Magus. Okay. So now at least we've cut them off white. So now I think we just pass the turn, because I would much rather trade the Geist for the Arbiter than for the Magus. And then next turn we can play Thalia and also have a Lightning Bolt up if we need to. So no attacks from our opponent. Okay, here's a Blade Splicer. So this, I don't think it changes things. They could have, they might have Cryptic Command here. Yeah, let's play this Thalia. It's a bit risky now, because now they could Cryptic, bounce the Magus. Oh, I see. Okay, so they're gonna go for the Snapcaster Mage. They're gonna remand it. Okay. I think I'm okay with that. Yeah, that's fine. So we just play it again. And then we attack with the Arbiter here. So I think we can safely attack with the Arbiter, because if they draw a fetch land, then it's still going to be a mountain when it comes into play. So they can't actually go and find white mana. So they sort of have to draw a plains naturally. And I don't know if they actually have more than one plains in their main deck. I'm not sure about that. So they play another island. What a mix of islands here. It's all big jumble of different. Some people just don't care, you know. We play these beautiful plains. Tap all creatures. Okay. They want to go for a big attack here. That's very aggressive. But I guess if they have another Cryptic Command in hand, then that's not a bad play, I guess. So here we could play. So this is now a mountain, right? Yeah. Okay. So even though they're spreading seas, that now because of the Magus, this taps for this is now a mountain, because it's still a non-basic island, right? So that's how that works. So we have 2 red mana and we have 2 white mana right now. So we could play out the Blade Splicer and then keep a Lightning Bolt up. So let's do that. So we have the Blade Splicer out, and then now I think we can safely attack with both the Arbiter and the Magus. So let's see here. So if we attack with the Thalia as well, then next turn we should have lethal, right? Yeah, I think because we... No, I think we play a little bit safer. We just attack for 4. And we pass. So the Blade Splicer can now trade with the Snapcaster Mage, and the Thalia can... I guess the real issue here is if they have another Cryptic, then we're just pretty screwed. But if they have a Snapcaster Mage Cryptic, then that doesn't do it. It's interesting how they didn't tap a mountain and an opt. to cast this, because now they can't. I don't know about that play, but so they don't go attacking here. Okay. So now if we attack with can we attack with everything here? So 2, 4, 6, 9, 10. So if they block the golem and let's say the Magus, then they take 2, 4, 5. Okay, I see how this is. So we attack with the Arbiter, we attack with the Golem, and we attack with the Thalia. So it's not quite lethal, but if they decide not to block, then we do have the Lightning Bolt. Another Snapcaster. Okay. Into opt. Flashback, cast with flashback, cast with flashback. How many times did that flashback? That looks strange. And then what do you do here? And they scoop. Okay, so that was pretty good. So I definitely think we want this Gideon. We might want some number of Rest in Peace, maybe just the one. We might want this Blessed Alliance to deal with the Geist. Another Magus seems pretty good. These lightning bolts are not that exciting. Maybe this path is not that exciting, actually. So Dire Fleet is pretty cool because they're going to play a lot of spells, so we do get a chance to play around with that. Smuggler's Copter seems fine. Does a good job at blocking. Arbiter seems good. Thalia is good. Selfless Spirits is probably pretty good. It depends though. Do they play Supreme Verdict in their creature-based deck? Maybe not. Maybe just take one out. Maybe take the Pia out. Pia and Kieran. Try like this. This sort of like keeps we retain our pretty much the same mana curve as well. So that's pretty good. So let's just try this. I think you want like maybe 1 or 2 Rest in Pieces, but I don't think you want all 3 because the first one is going to be great, but the next one is going to be that's just pretty much dead, right? Excellent hand. So we get a turn 2 Smuggler's Copter. We would of course love to get an Aether Vial here on our draw step, but we can't. Beggars can't choose, right? Isn't that what it is? Isn't that what people say? So Serum Visions here. Okay, Sacred Foundry. Let's play that one out. We don't really mind if that gets Spreading Seized. Another Visions. Okay, so they get a lot of library manipulation here, which is good for them. Card on top, card on top. So that's not good. There's a Blessed Alliance, so that's not bad. Let's play this Magus Copter. Maybe they have a Spell Snare? I don't know. I don't think Spell Snare is that popular of a card right now, but it's very good against us. Oh, they do have it. Okay. Fine. That's fine. Let's play this Inspiring Vantage. So do we play the Thalia or do we play... They could go Snap, Spell Snare here. I think I want to play around Snapcaster Maze Spell Snare because that would just put us quite far behind. So I think we're just going to play this Blade Splicer out now. That sort of like gets around at least that play. So they opt. Remand? Okay. So they're doing a good job of just keeping us at bay here, but another opt. Okay. I like that they play the invasion opt. That's cool. I do think they should choose some better lands though to go with to their otherwise very nice deck. But that is just one man's opinion. So they got the planes now. That's very good for them. They still have the possibility of going Snapcaster Mage, Spell Snare. So I do think we still want to try and play around that as best as we can. So let's do that. Another Remand. Okay. If they play a Planeswalker here, then that's not good for us. Okay, Field of Ruin is not that bad for us. We do have a lot of ways of... We have a lot of basics in our deck. But that means we have to be a little bit careful about this Arbiter, though. Let's just keep playing this Blade Splicer. Cryptic draw. Okay. So counter draw. We do want another land here. That would be great, because then we could play 2 spells. If they go something like Elspeth here, we are in big trouble. Wow, I'm very good at guessing what my opponent is doing. So what do we do here? Maybe we just play our own Planeswalker to try and battle their Planeswalker. I do think that their Planeswalker is better. But I think this is... Yeah, they did a very good job at just keeping us from doing anything and then just playing an Elspeth on turn 6, which is very powerful. Monastery Mentor, okay. That is also very powerful. That's very spicy. Now this Blessed Lion just looks ridiculous. We could try and set up a play where we sort of like Direfleet Daredevil into a Cryptic Command or something. That doesn't seem very likely though. So what do we do here? The starting loyalty is 4. They can almost emblem. And when they emblem, we are screwed. So we can't really attack here because they can just... you know what? I don't think we can win this game. So I think we're just gonna concede. Like this. Having the Elspeth there is just too crazy. Yeah, I think we're gonna go for the same here. I think Yeah, they did an unbelievable job of just keeping us from doing anything. So a lot of respect to our opponent for that. I do think if we can get a good hand here on the play, we should be. So the vial is key, right? Like we if we had a vial out, we could have easily had put up a good fight. So maybe it's correct to try and actually maybe this Smuggler's Copter is not good. No, it is. It is. It is good. Oh, whoa, 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 what happened there? Why are we playing 61? What do we take out? I'm very confused as to what is happening right now. Did we play 61 before? Yeah, this Blessed Alliance is... What is happening here? Why can't we click submit? That is strange. Okay. On the play, now we have the vial, and we got some arbiter stuff going on. We have a path. Path is not that amazing, but it is, you know, it's a way of dealing with the Monastery Mentor. So let's get out this vial. Let's see if this vial can ride us to victory. They're probably going to go turn 1 Serum Visions here. Yeah, that is what they did. So let's hope we could draw some sort of 2-drop here. Another path is not that great. I like playing out the Arbiter here just to... If they only have fetch lands in hand, then they are in a bit of a trouble. I think it's worth it. Okay, Field of Ruin. Interesting. Very interesting. This Field of Ruin is going to be difficult for them to play because they're going to have to spend... So now we do have the Blessed Alliance. That is really annoying. So with the Field of Ruin, they have to pay 2 to activate it, and then they also have to pay 2 to search with the Arbiter, which is going to make it very difficult for them to get any sort of like value out of their Field of Ruin. So if that's how they were hoping to find a white source, then that is not going to work. So now at least they can actually get a white mana here. We draw a Resto. Resto is not the worst in this situation. So now we can at least protect our Arbiter with our Flicker Wisp. So here they're probably gonna crack the fetch. Yeah. Yep. They find a Hollow Fountain. Okay, so now they have Cryptic up. Okay. They casted the Tension Sphere. Are they going to go for the Vial or the Arbiter? They're going to go for the Vial. Interesting. So... do we want to protect this Vial? I think we do. So I think we're gonna Flicker Wisp the Vial here. I know it sets back the clock, but I think the Vial is so important in this matchup with all the counter spells that they play, that I think it's better just to reset it rather than lose it entirely. So now if we draw like a Ghost Quarter or something, we can completely cut them off white, which seems very important. And we got a pretty good clock going here. We got a 3-turn win as it is right now. Click this Vial up to 1. We got another Wisp. So I think we want to hold back on the Wisp because we don't want to just play it out into like a Supreme Verdict or something. And also I do, if our opponent decides to play this field, do something with this Field of Ruin, I do want to have Arbiter mana available. So they go for the Flooded Strand. Timely Reinforcements. Okay. They get a bunch of life, and they get a bunch of creatures. This now makes our Blessed Alliance very, very bad. There's another Resto. So we just swing in with the Wisp. We have the option here to sort of like path one of our own Arbiter or something if we want to get up to Resto mana, but Timely Reinforcements, that's a card I haven't seen for a long time. So now they can cast Timely Reinforcements again, but then they would only gain the life. They wouldn't gain they wouldn't get the creatures. Okay, so now our Vial is back up to 3, which is very good for us. So let's attack here. Get out at our opponent. Play the Sacred Foundry, and then have the mana open so we could resto. So if they go for like a big play here, we do have the option of restoring. So they return that to our hand. Okay, and what else do they do? And they draw a card. So if we now Wisp our Vial, then they are going to be down a card because then the Cryptic will fizzle. So they don't get to draw a card here. And we still have Resto up. So they path that. Yeah, let's just activate. Let's just get a land out. Seems pretty good. Let's get a Plains in case we draw a Magus, so we still have access to white mana. Another Field of Ruin. There's a Mentor. Okay. So let's path the Mentor. Mentor's gone. Do they want to find a land? They refuse to find a land. Okay. Snapcaster, okay. They choose path, yeah. What do they path? The Flicker Wisp? Okay. We get the vial back. We start ticking up the vial. Here's a Thalia. Thalia seems pretty good. Would you rather have Resto up or have Thalia up? I think Thalia just messes so much with what they're trying to do that, and it's a good way of trying to get past all those soldiers. I think we can take a little bit easy here. They only have 2 cards in hand. It's a very interesting game. The spreading sees that. That's fine. Clicking the vial up to 2 here. There's a Ghost Quarter. Ghost Quarter is interesting. We could try and get them completely out of white mana. So let's attack with the Thalia here. They do just go for the trade, which I don't mind. So now we can, yeah, I like this. So if they try and go for like Snapcaster end of turn, okay, that's fine. Okay, just click up the vial. There's a Direfleet Daredevil. So we could go for the timely reinforcement. That would not do that much for us. We might want to try and time this so that we can resto. Now let's go for this. Like this. Then if they have a Snapcaster Mage, then that's fine. They go for the remand. Okay. We just play it again. They go for the Cryptic here. So counter target spell, draw a card. Okay, so now I think we want to take them out. We want to take their planes away from them. And we want to take their Snapcaster Mage away from them. And then we can attack. Okay. Another Spreading Seas. That's okay. I don't understand why they're not using their Field of Ruin for casting their spells. It's very strange to me. Okay. They go for the Flooded Strand here. Maybe they're going to play out a Geist. No, they just want to have the mana up. That's fine. Okay, so now we just attack. No blocks. Let's play out this Sacred Foundry. And then let's just pass the turn. So they go for the opt. I wonder if they play Search of Escanta in this particular build. I really think they should. If they're not. So there's the Geist. Okay. So end of turn, we resto. Blinking the Arbiter. Do we go for the win here? I think we're just gonna go for it. And then we see what happens. If they have Cryptic up, that's fine. Snap. They go for the Remand here. So I'm much happier that they are gonna go for Snapcaster Remand rather than going for, you know, rather than they start buying back Cryptic Commands. So let's just attack with the Restoration Angel. Put them down to 3. I don't want to play this land actually. I think that we don't need to. And I think if we get like a Smuggler's Copter or something, we're going to have a thing we can loot away. Which is pretty bad. Which was pretty good. Loot a Scooter. Alright, we took game 1. Awesome. So that was a very interesting game. But I think that us playing it safe, playing conservatively, paid off. Sorry, I just have to plug in my phone here. There we go. Yeah, awesome game. Unfortunately, we didn't get to see the Dire Fleet guy in action, but it was quite obvious that if we had had that going, all of a sudden we could start playing out their opts and their Serum Visions and stuff, and we could just get so far ahead on card advantage. And that's the thing, like when the control deck is behind, so much behind, then it's going to be very difficult for them to get back. Yeah, this looks like a great hand. We have Smuggler's Copter, depending on what we're playing against. We have 3 lands, which is perfect. We have all our colors. Yeah, not bad. I really like this deck. I like having access to Mox Opal. Okay, so now we get to see whether or not this Electrickery in the sideboard is going to do anything for us. There's a plating. Wow, that was a quick plating. Let's just play this Sacred Foundry. Luckily, they don't have a flying creature yet. So if they're just gonna equip the Memnite and start attacking with the Memnite, then we have the Thalia at least to try and protect it. Yeah. We have 3 Stony Silence in the sideboard as well, and 2 Electrickery, and what else do we have? That might be it. So our opponent is thinking hard here. What are they thinking about? Maybe they're thinking about whether they should equip an attack, or they should spend their mana to actually play out more stuff. So maybe they're just like doing the math right now to see what would be what would deal the most damage in the long run. So there's a Ravager. That is definitely a problem. Okay, so equip the plating. Attack with a 6/1 on turn 2. That's pretty insane. And we just keep drawing lands, which is of course not ideal. And this is the infect one. So I think we're just dead. So what can they do, right? So they can activate this, equip it, and then yeah, if we play something, we're just dead. I think we're just dead. I don't think we, yeah, this, I've seen enough. We don't have a way of dealing with that right now. So these are coming in. Stony Silence are coming in. We can take the Smuggler's Copters out. We can take the Vials out. Maybe play a Blessed Alliance if they end up playing something really big. So now we got like this. Yeah, that's probably fine. That was a very quick kill from our opponent there. So it would have been a 7/1, and they had 3 artifacts that they could sacrifice. Maybe we weren't quite dead, but yeah. Maybe that was a little bit premature, actually. But yeah. Yeah, I guess we could have. I guess we could have. I guess we had one more turn to try and draw a Ghost Quarter. Yeah, maybe that was a little bit too premature, but at least in this way, our opponent doesn't quite know what we're playing. They just know we're playing red and white. But we could be playing like a prison deck, well, which we are to some extent, but like an enchantment-based prison deck, or we could be playing like red-white control with Nahiri, which is not a popular deck right now, but still, they don't really know. We didn't give them any information at all, so I think there's some merit to that. So what do we have for flyers? We have Restoration Angels, we have Flicker Wisps, we have Selfish Spirits. So hopefully they can just do the job here. This would have been a perfect hand if we had ways of generating actual mana, but we don't. Here we have a Stony Silence at least. I don't think, so this is a tricky one. So we want the red mana to cast a Magus, but I actually don't think that the Magus is that important in this matchup. So I think we're just gonna try and draw into some white creatures instead, or like some white spells. There's the Darksteel Citadel, that's good for us. There's a Thopter. Mox Opal. Plating. Plating, perfect. So now we're gonna just lock out. We're just gonna leave them with an Ornithopter. All these other things, they can't activate them. So now they just have a 0/2. And they have no access to mana. Oh, they have a mountain, okay. But red doesn't give them access to anything that can kill enchantments. So there's another Magus. I think if we play a Magus now, I think then all of a sudden they can actually use the Darksteel Citadel. Which I don't think that we want. Okay, they have a Spire of Industry now, so they do have access now to some, so they can, okay. That's just a 1/1. That's fine. So I think now we need to play the Magus, because now we want to take them off colored mana and just leave them. If they just have like mountains, then that's perfectly fine. Keep drawing these Sacred Foundries though, which are not that exciting. So it's still an artifact. Okay, that's good to know. So they still can't activate it. Okay. So just pass here. Signal Pest, fine. So now they can start attacking in the air. So I think, okay, there's a Blade Splicer. That's a good one. So let's attack with the Magus. They take 2. Let's play the Sacred Foundry. Let's play out a Blade Splicer. And then when they go to attacks, I think we just want to path this Signal Pest. Or do we care that much? Maybe we don't care that much, actually. If they want to attack for like 2 in the air, then that's fine. That's an Ornithopter. There's another Galvanic Blast. Okay. So they attack with all of that. Yeah, I think we just take 4 here. But I do think we're going to kill this Signal Pest end of turn here. That will give us some information about whether they have more basics as well. They don't. Okay, that's good to know. So now we attack with the Magus. Play another one. Having path up. And now they're just left with a bunch of small creatures. There's another Signal Pest. Okay. I think we just want to kill that as well, like with the previous one. We do want to draw some way of getting a little bit ahead here. So attack. Might as well just play out this Ghost Quarter. It's not going to do anything, but we might as well. Another Signal Pest. Wow, they just keep drawing them. That is a problem. That's a land. So now I think we want to just attack with 1 Magus. Oh wait, so they're going to attack for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we are going to win the race. I think we're just going to attack. Keep this mountain in hand, just to pretend like we have something. Yep. Attack for 5. What do they draw? Another Ravager. Okay. So here's a Wisp. Wisp is definitely interesting. I think we still just attack. Okay, they block, so they can put the modular on another creature, and then we're gonna flicker wisp that creature. So now we have a very good blocker for the Signal Pest. So if they want to go attacking, then we block the Signal Pest, and then we can swing back. Okay. Block the Signal Pest. We take 5. Volt Scourge, okay. I don't think that's enough. Yeah, so, okay, that was an interesting game. The Magus actually seemed worth it here, in a sense. Do we have anything that would be worse? I guess we don't actually have that many artifacts, but P and Kieran just adds so many blockers to the board, which is really important. No, I think I like... Maybe Gideon is good? I think Gideon's too slow. I think our current setup is pretty good. Okay, that's a pretty easy mulligan. They mulliganed as well, so that's fine. A bunch of interaction and no... I guess that's okay. Yeah, I think we do want this land, just so we can bolt something. Like a Volt Scourge, for example. Let's play this untapped. We don't really want to give... We don't want to... we don't necessarily want to path things this early on. They play a Spire. Spring Leaf Drum, okay. And a Signal Pest. And a Thoughtseize. Okay, so we're gonna lose the Restoration Angel, I think. So now the question is, what do we kill here? Let's just kill the Signal Pest. And then they can take whatever they want here. They took the Restoration Angel. And they're going to attack for 1. Okay. So now we have a couple of options here. We can either kill the Volt Scourge or play... let's just play this Arbiter out. Then all of a sudden now these paths become... you know, strictly better Swords to Plowshares. They do have access to 3 mana though, so they could potentially play a one of their 3 drops, and they have some pretty nasty ones. Like S Champion, for example, which is definitely not good for us. There's a Magus of the Moon. Maybe that was a reason to play. Yeah, but they were just to play the Edge Champion the next turn. So it's not really that big of a deal. But Edge Champion is difficult to beat, but we have Blade Splicers and we have Blast Alliance as well. Oh, the Springleaf Drum. Okay. So opponent wants to raise. I'm okay with that. Let's raise. Because now I have 2 creatures and they have 1. And I have a bunch of ways to deal with their creatures. Yep, that's fine. What do they have in hand? We could have a look. Yeah, let's do it. Let's have a look. Or do we? Okay, they just blasted. Why would they not wait for me to play the Thoughtseize first? So now we just don't play the Thoughtseize. I don't know, this just gained me 2 life. That's interesting. That's a good one. Wow, what a top deck. Yeah, let's path it. Let's get some lands out of our decks. Let's get a mountain in case we draw a pier. That was a good one. Okay, so we pass. Restoration Angel was a good draw. No doubt about it. Mem Knight, okay. Okay. Okay, so let's protect the Magus. Perfect. There's the Blade Splicer. So they can still kill the Blade Splicer, which will take the first strike off it, but at least we will have a colorless creature to block the Edge Champion. And they might go for the same trick of killing the Magus, And that's fine because we still have one path left in hand. That's another edge champion. Okay. Yep. So 1, 2. I see what they want to do here. So I think I'm okay with that trade actually. Because then they have to tap the remaining 2 creatures, and then we could if we draw a lightning bolt, we just win. But I do respect them for trying here. Come on, bolt. No, another path. Okay. So how many artifacts do they have here? They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, potentially 6. Okay, so I do think we should kill the Memnite. Then they can pull out a mountain if they want. At this point, it doesn't really matter how many mountains they have. And then pass. So now they don't know we have the 4th path here. Plating, okay. Equip. Yeah, I don't think that's going to do it. So you can attack for 7 and then deal 8, 9. Yeah, no, not quite there. All right, so we got against Affinity. We didn't get to see whether Electrickery was good in the matchup, but I'm very happy with how the game played out. Absolutely. So we've had some interesting and very close games so far, but I think we've been doing quite well. I've been very happy with this, how this has been going. I might have to cut this video in half because I have to go and sort out my my laundry actually at some point. But let's at least play this one and see how quickly we either win or lose. We would like to be on the play. So what do we have here? If we just keep drawing lands, then this is pretty good. Is it good enough though? This is a tricky one. I think we have to mulligan this, unfortunately. It's a sweet hand, but I think we have to mull it. This is not as exciting. I mean, it depends on what we're up against, I guess. But at least here we have the option of actually playing out stuff. Yeah, let's see what our opponent is planning on doing here. They mulliganed. Okay, let's just keep this. They're still thinking whether or not they should mulligan. They go to 5. Yeah, I think having a 3-drop here is pretty good. Just to curve out. So let's play our Foundry, pass the turn. Okay, Ancient Stirrings. So this might be Tron. Yep, Chromatic Sphere. All good. This Arbiter is probably going to do a lot of work. So now we just got to draw a bunch of Ghost Quarters and we should be fine. I personally think that Ancient Stirring should be banned in Modern. In the decks where it's good, it's just so insane. And, you know, cards like Ponder and Preordain and those type of cards, they're all banned, right? Because they're deemed too powerful for the format. But yet we still have Ancient Stirrings, which can just, it usually finds you whatever you need to find in that given moment. Looking at 5 cards, that's like a fifth of your deck, you know? That is insane. Another Chromatic Sphere. A Mine. They're going to play out a Sphere. They play out a Sphere. Here's a Ghost Quarter. So I think since they already have a Sphere, we don't actually need to cut them off green. So I think we could just take out... I think at this point, actually, we don't really care. Let's just play out our Flicker Wisp just to keep the beats on. And then next turn, we can always Ghost Quarter them. Okay. That is not going to work the way you want it to work. And there's a Sphere. So now I think we're just going to take the Mine out and then play this. Oh, Blaze Splicer. Okay, that's perfect. So we're going to take the Mine away from them and we're going to play a Blaze Splicer. And yeah, that's okay. They got a tower. What are they gonna do here? Okay, Oblivion Stone. So if they can ever get to 5 mana, then that's gonna help them. Let's just swing. I don't see how they're gonna get to 5 mana though. So let's do something cute here. Let's play this Direfleet Daredevil, and let's try and fire off an Ancient Stirrings on our side of the deck. Okay, we get a Smuggler's Copter. Awesome. That was a pretty good feeling. Yep. Cool. So we definitely want another Magus. We definitely want all of these Stony Silencers. So with the Stony Silencers gone, we're going to take the Vials out. We're going to take the Copters out. Gideon might be good. I think we just want to have as many threats as possible. So we take out another thing, take out a bolt. Maybe play it like this. Yeah, seems fine. That was pretty cool, playing in Ancient Stirrings. I mean, we have a lot of things we could find, because you don't have to find artifacts, you can find lands as well. So any land, irrespective of what color it produces, is a colorless land. So what is going on here? Are they contemplating whether or not they should play first? I think they should. Yeah, this is not good enough. That's better. But I don't think we want the Wisp. Now we already have a 3-drop, so we just want to try and get some of our... Get like Ghost Quarters and stuff. Magus of the Moon. Okay, this Arbiter is going to help at least. They're still going to get to... luckily they're not going to get to Tron. So they're going to crack the map. Find a mine. Let's play an Arbiter out. They play the mine. They play a sphere. Do they cycle it straight away? They do. They didn't find anything. Okay, I'm happy with that. There's a lightning bolt. That's not a good draw. It can help us with, if they play like a Khan or something, and we can chip a little bit away of loyalty away from the Khan, and then we could potentially finish him off with a bolt. So I don't think it's bad just to have have one bolt. We desperately want like a Magus of the Moon. Got another Ghost Quarter. Okay. There's an Oblivion Stone. And there's a Stony Silence. Perfect. So let's attack. Let's play out the Stony. Does it make sense to play the Arbiter out? So next turn we can attack for 2, 3, 6. That's a 2-turn clock, and it's going to be a 2-turn clock regardless. I guess in this way it just makes it more difficult for them to actually do something. Yeah, let's just play it. If they want to start using their Ghost Quarters to destroy some of our stuff, they can feel free. There's a Sanctum, so if they ever get to cast something big, they get to find something big as well. There's our Ghost Quarter. So let's swing. So let's just take out the power plant. So they can go searching for a land here if they want to. They don't. They just scoop. All right. So that was a quick one. So I think we can just keep going here. I think this video has been not that long, so that's fine. So let's join this. Let's see what we're up against. We're on the play. That's good. We have a turn 1 Vial. We have all the mana we need. We have a bunch of 2-drops. Yeah, like this. Hopefully we can get to get a little bit of value of this Dire Fleet. Daredevil. I think the Dire Fleet Daredevil is especially good against so like Jund based decks that just has like a bunch of removal spells and stuff, so we can start using their removal spells against them, and then we can we can flicker it as well, which let's play out this Thalia here. Do I have a spell snare? No. Okay. Seeing a Thalia when you're a blue player is like the worst. That's just the worst. Drowned Catacomb. They go for the Inquisition here. I wonder what they want to take. They probably need to take the Dire Fleet Daredevil, actually. But the Magus of the Moon is also a problem for them. That's for sure. Yeah, this is a tricky one. It depends on what they're trying to do. Blue-black with Inquisition. What could that be? I mean, I know that I played Heartless Summoning last week, but I sincerely doubt that that's what they're doing here. They take the Dire Fleet, yeah, exactly. I think that makes a lot of sense. Okay, so now we can play out the Magus of the Moon, and we have a Silver Spirit to protect it. Okay, they just scoop. Right, so we don't actually know what they're playing against, but if they're playing control deck, then we definitely want the Gideon. We might want these Sphinxes. Might want to have the other Magus. We might not want the Lightning Bolts. We might not want 4-path. And so the reason why you want to play a Kitchen Finks in this matchup is just because all the removal spells says destroy, right? So we don't actually know if they are a control deck or if they're a combo deck. So I think this is like a good mix of like another Magus is good against the combo decks. Yeah, otherwise we would need to bring in the Aether Sworn Canonists, but we don't really know that much about what they're playing, so this is sort of like a good mix in between. They could of course be playing fairies, I guess. If that's the case, then the Electriceries are going to be good. But since we don't really know, okay, that's a lot of Thalias, but maybe that's alright. Drowned Catacomb. Let's just play this. Play our Vial out. Sunken ruins. Okay. So I think we just play. So if they have a counter, I would much rather have them counter the Thalia that we have so many of, rather than a Smuggler's Copter. So they don't. They might have a fatal push here. Yep. So that's fine. Okay, so it is fairies. Yeah, maybe we should have known that actually. So they go for vanilla click here. Yeah, that's fine. So what do you want? You might take the Smuggler's Copter. Took the Gideon. Oh yeah, that makes sense. So we play out the Copter. Play a Thalia. So they get a Muttermold. That's fine. I don't think we want to block here. What do we want to do here? Just tick this up. Play this Ghost Quarter. Play Selfless Spirit. I think we want to just go attacking here. I do think we can win this race. So I'm going to fatal push the Smuggler's Copter. Okay, so let's Flicker Wisp the Smuggler's Copter. And then we attack with the Thalia. And pass. Oh, they suspended Ancestral Vision. I didn't even see that. Okay. Another Vault. Jace. Okay. So all my creatures get smaller when they attack. Do we want to take this up? I don't think we do. So there's a Blade Splicer. So I think we play this out. We activate using the Blade Splicer. Let's attack Jace. It's all of our stuff here. So that shrinks them down, 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 down. We do want to loot. Let's just get rid of this Thalia that they know about. So do we want to kill our Selfless Spirit? I think we want to sacrifice the Selfless Spirit to save all that stuff. Beat down the Jace a little bit, get rid of the click. And then pass. So now I hope they don't have a damnation. That would be brutal. It doesn't look like they have one. So let's now not activate this. Okay, Flicker Wisp is good. That can make another Blade Splicer for us. So I think we want to. So now we just attack with the flyers and the golem. Oh, not like that. Like that. Get rid of the Sacred Foundry. Okay. They crack the Delta, find an island. Okay. Champion a ferry. So he makes that into a So what is exactly what does it say? When this battlefield, sacrifice unless you exile another fairy you control. When this leaves the battlefield, that card returns to the battlefield. When a fairy is championed, tap all lands target player controls. So I think we need to So either we this is tricky. So they're probably going to block the Smuggler's Copter. So we're still going to get to kill the Jace. Okay. So this goes on the stack. So we can now kill this Mutavault. They can go find something, that's fine. We don't need our lands. Then they go to blocks. They block that. And then we Flicker Wisp. And we flicker the Smuggler's Copter. So Jace is down. We still have the Smuggler's Copter. They have a big 4/4 though. And they're going to draw a lot of cards soon. So we do need something good here. Plains is not it. Maybe we just go on the offensive here. We just attack with everything. They're probably going to block the Smuggler's Copter. But at least we get to push in a bunch of damage. Another Mistbind click. So they champion the other fairy? Okay. That was strange. Okay. And then, oh, we can't play that. Okay, so we just pass. They get to draw a bunch of cards. So if they attack here, they definitely have a cryptic. Hostage taker. Okay. They take away that. Come on, let's get some sort of removal spell here. Blaze Splicer is not bad. So if I attack here, they take 3. They also have the Mutavault. So I don't think we can attack here. Let's just play another vial and pass. They play a Flicker Wisp. They're going to target the Hostage Taker. Oh, they're going to take that. Okay. They're going to attack with that. Okay. End of turn. Nothing comes back. We make another Blaze Splicer. Keep that at 3. Put this up to 1. That's a path. So we definitely don't want to path the Mistbind Clique. So we can attack. If we path the Hostage Taker, let's do that. Path the Hostage Taker. So then all of a sudden we can attack with everything. And then so if we attack with everything here, they can block the Flicker Wisp with the Wisp. They take 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They can block the Thalia. They still take 5. Then we take them out of polluted Delta range at least. Yeah, I think we just need to be aggressive here. I think this is just a raid. We just need to try and race as best as we can. Yep, they make it into a land. Or they make it into a creature. They might block a Blaze Splicer. Okay, they just chomped there. Okay. So then they're down to 2. We pass. Whew, what a game. Play another Mutavault. Yeah, they definitely can't attack here. So what did we take out all the bolts? We did. Now I think we want to tick it up, because I think most of our creatures we have left are 2 and 4 drops. That being said, can we attack here? That's the real question. Let's just play this. Magus. So I was thinking about Cryptic Command. I was thinking about what to do in this particular situation. And maybe it was correct to at least go to beginning, like play the Magus in the second main. But then again, if the Magus resolves, then they can't activate the Mutavault, and we should just have lethal. So I think there's arguments for both here. I don't think that one is. I don't think that it was is necessarily wrong to play the Magus. Makes it. I don't think so. So our opponent is asking. So he's asking what happens with the Mutavault, and he said, does it stay at 2/2? And I said, I don't think so. I think it just becomes a mountain. Because it's still a land, right? It's still a non-basic land. So I think it just becomes a mountain. And this is exactly why I played out the Mutavault. But yeah, now since our opponent is asking, I'm actually not entirely sure. They might be checking now. Might be just checking online how that works. Yeah. So let's see. Let's see what happens. Okay, so it stays at 2/2. So then we don't want to attack. Again, interesting how they chose to tap with the island to make the Mutavault rather than, because now they're out of Cryptic. They can't use Cryptic Command this turn if they wanted to. So okay, they play another Mistbind Clique. That's all good. So let's see what we get here. Let's keep that at 2. Another Vial. Vial is not that exciting. So if we attack here with everything, they need to have 2 removal spells. So I think we need to just attack with everything here. And they need to have lightning bolts, right? Because they don't have any... Yeah. Not entirely sure what they could have here. They could have something like spell starter sprites, maybe. So now our opponent's saying, if you're going to alpha here, you should have last turn. Sign of Una. Okay. I don't think you can block in a way that makes it profitable for you. Alright. So 4-0. And I'm not sure exactly if I agree with what the opponent is saying there. Maybe I should have alpha last turn. I'm not sure. I think that them having 3 blockers... Yeah, I'm not sure exactly. I don't know. I think maybe our opponent was just a little bit frustrated with the outcome of the game. I get that. I get that sometimes. You know, it's like you feel like sometimes you feel like you're playing really well, and then you feel like you deserve to win. And but I don't know. I think I played pretty well there. I don't think that our opponent necessarily deserved that victory. I don't know. It's tricky. But I think we made some pretty good decisions there. Yeah, I'm loving the deck. I think it's awesome. I think it's a really good deck right now. I'm yet to take it to a competitive league, of course. But I honestly think that all the decks that people play a lot right now, I think this deck is very good against those decks. There's a lot of non-basics out there. There's a lot of spells being cast. And I think Affinity is very good right now. So Burn is also very good right now, which is a little bit... the Burn matchup is a little bit iffy, but yeah, it can be okay. It can be okay. So what do we got here? We got a turn 2 Dire Fleet into a turn 3 Blade Splicer. Maybe that's okay. Maybe that's good enough. I don't know. We'll see. The Dire Fleet having first strike is actually a really big deal. It's been really important so far. Let's just play this planes. There's no reason to give away that we're playing... Okay, it looks like we're playing against humans. That's Noble Hierarch. Okay. Let's play this. Kithian. Interesting. That is an interesting addition. And Thalia. Okay. So they can make Kithian indestructible next turn, but they can't attack with... I think we just attack her. We just want to make... I think we're just going to try and go to making like a huge army of golems. And then hopefully that will be good enough to beat what our opponent is trying to do here. I haven't seen Kithian in the humans list before. Maybe this is not 5-color humans. Maybe this is just band humans. That could be. I do think that the 5-color list is a little bit greedy, but I mean it's a great deck, right? So apparently it must be working pretty well. So what are they playing here? Reflector Mage? And what do you want to Reflector Mage here? The Golem? Yeah, that's fine. Okay, sure. I could trade with the Kithian here, but I don't actually want to. I do want to get my my golem game going here. I wonder what that was. What sort of green spell could they be playing here? Interesting. Let's play out a Flicker Wisp here. Flicker the Blaze Blicer. No attacks. Play out this Ghost Quarter, and I think we want to take out this unclaimed territory now. Yeah, I thought so. So this is probably the 5-color list with a Kithian splash to it. I mean, Kithian do seem like a pretty cool addition. The problem is you can't play too many. Like you can, maybe if you play like 2, maybe that's okay. Meddling Mage, okay. Resto, yeah, that's a pretty good call. And an Aether Vial. Oh, that's what they've tried to play before. I see. So we get our own Aether Vial here, which might be a good thing to play. I do think we want to be a little bit aggressive here, so I think we're gonna attack. Take away some of the more of the lands. And then play another Wisp. And pass. So they're gonna need to start jumping next turn. Unless they get a Thoughtless Lieutenant here. Okay, they do. That's unfortunate. So now they could attack with the Reflector Mage if they wanted to. They decide not to. Let's just get these Blaze Blight. Oh! Whoops. That was not meant to be a Blade Splicer attack. This could cost us the game. That was actually really, really, really bad. I was meant to attack with the 2 Wisps. Because now our golems no longer have they no longer have first strike. This is really bad for us. Wow, that was a huge, huge misclick. Wow, okay. Let's see if we can rebound from this. They go attacking here. Now the question is, do we want to sacrifice? So I think we don't mind having them making it indestructible. Sure. In that way, we spend their mana. So they get a Gideon. Yeah. And they probably they need to yeah, exactly, they need to untap that and make that indestructible. So we have a few outs here. We can draw Lightning Bolt. We can draw Path. We have a few outs. Smuggler's Copter is not one of them. So what happens if they attack with everything next turn? They can attack with so what do we do here? So wow, see if I hadn't made that mistake earlier, we could actually have won just here. This is really annoying. That was a horrible misclick. So if we attack with everything, they need to chomp with the Thoughtless Attendant, and then they swing back for loads. So we can't do that. And if we attack with both, then they can attack for 1. So 10, 11, 14. I think we can attack with both here. Wow. If I hadn't attacked the other way, we would probably have won by now. So that's annoying. That is really annoying. So if they have a Thoughtless Attendant here, we just scoop. Oh. Okay. So they just did that to put a counter on Thalia's Lieutenant? Okay. So champion, put another counter on Thalia's Lieutenant. And then I see. Okay. Yep. So our misclick cost us the game. That's life. So Gideon, yes. Magus, yes. I think we want these Electrickeries. They have a lot of 1 mana spells. We don't want these Daredevils. What else do we not want? Maybe the Arbiters are not good enough. They don't really play any removal spells, so I think the Selfless Spirits might not be that good. So now we have a little bit more early interaction to kill their kill like noble hierarchs and stuff. I don't think we can keep this. That's much better. Yeah, let's take this Magus. Let's try and keep them off mana this game. So we can do this and pass. Horizon Canopy, Noble Hierarch, okay. So I think here we want to keep up Electricity. I don't mind them having that extra mana just this one turn. Because if they play a Tharla's Lieutenant, okay. Pro red. And pro black. So now I think we just play this and kill the noble, especially since they're a bit short on mana here. And then we can play the Magus. That's fine. And we can play the Thalia. They can gain all the life they want. And yeah, go nuts. Yeah, and they just scoop. Fair enough. Yeah, I think the deck is fine as it is right now. I think we have a lot of answers. We have a lot of things to do. We have late game. Yeah. It's so crazy. Like sometimes the Magus of the Moon or any sort of like Blood Moon effect, they just win the game in an instant. Is this hand good enough? It is a turn 3 Magus, which might be good enough. We'll see. Vial, okay, that's the problem. Can we get a vial? We do not. We do get a Smuggler's Copter though. Okay, they play a Thalia. That's annoying for us. Okay. Let's play our own Thalia. In that way, if they decide to attack with their Thalia, we block, and then we're going to be happy with that trade. Yep, I'm happy trading here. What were they trying to play? Another vial. Okay. A third vial. Wow. Okay. So what's better here? Is Magus with the Moon doing anything here? I don't actually think it is. Let's just play this Blade Splicer. And then next turn, maybe we can cast this Gideon. Another Thalia. Phantasmal Image. Wow, okay. See, I've seen a lot of these lists playing Phantasmal Image now. I didn't know that that was actually a thing. The good thing here is that they're pretty much out of gas now. They could, of course, crack the Horizon Canopy. Reflect the Mage. Manic Vandal. Destroy target artifact. Okay. Is that better than the other guy? That's not gonna work. Yeah, I'll just take 4 here. So what can we do here? We can play a Smuggler's Copter. And keep Path up. We really want to draw another land of some sort, so the Smuggler's Copter is going to do a good job at getting through some of this mess. They might crack the Horizon Canopy here, since they probably don't need to play more. Yeah. I think they have another Phantasmal Image in hand. In which case they could use that to make let's just crew this anyway. Then if they want a Phantasmal Image, in response, copying the Manic Vandal. I mean, I can't really do anything about that. I could kill, I could have pathed the Manic Vandal, I guess. Oh, that was a mistake. I should have done that. Ah, but they have 2 vials, so that wouldn't matter actually. So now I think we just path the, oh no, it's not a creature yet. That's awkward. Okay, so we take 6 here. Okay. I think we have to path our own Blade Splicer here. Just to get anything going, actually. I don't think we can rely on drawing a land. So I think we have to do this. It's not a great position to be in when you have to path your own creatures to find something. Okay, that's not bad actually. So we can now so what do we do here? We can play a Gideon. think we just keep resto up here. Or maybe we... No, we Flicker Wisp. We Flicker Wisp here. We take away the golem. Then we have much better blockers for anything. And then we could potentially also Ghost Quarter our Tectonic Edge and get another plane to path something if we really need to. So I think this is the best we can do. Yeah, I think this is the best we can do. And then next turn, we can play that depends on whether we have to cast this path. Oh, this is a tricky situation. Oh. Okay, take the golem away. Okay. That was not too bad. So violin. Athalia. Okay, so now the path is off. What else did they get here? Reflector Mage. Yeah, that's not good. I think this is it. I think we are done for here. Maybe it was better to play the Magus on turn 3. I don't know. This was a rough spot. This was a rough game. Yeah, we can't win. All right. 4-1 though. It's not bad. So let's just go and have a look at the deck. Oh, let's go and have a look at the deck here. So I'm fairly happy with how the deck works right now. I don't know if these Direfleet Daredevils should be in the sideboard though. So far they haven't been. They're cute, you know, but they haven't been that spectacular. And we might want to just substitute them out with more 3-drops. So we can have another Blade Splicer, for example. And yeah, I'm not entirely sure about where they would also come in, where other cards are not just better. Against like attrition-based decks like John and Absan and stuff, they're definitely very, very powerful. So that might be the right time to bring them in, but not entirely sure. So yeah, I think I'm done with playing this in friendly leagues. I think I want to do a few more tweaks, take it to a competitive league, and see how it fares there. And I think this is better than the competitive decks. And I need to think about how do we actually manage the humans matchup. So maybe one Electricity should be another Lightning Bolt or something like that. I'm not entirely sure how that works. And also maybe Blast Alliance is not entirely suited in the deck. I need to think about these things. But anyway, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you soon.